everybody, this is me, Michelle Lynn Tackett.
And this is Shawn.
Welcome to Tackett and Tackett I can't help but crack up. The state of play.
Oh, okay.
This was, oh my God. What a disaster. This was one of the worst presentations. And, you know, Nintendo's E3 2008 was terrible. Their 2011 one with the Wii U debut was terrible. And Microsoft's 2013 one was terrible. There have been some bad ones in the past, but ladies and gentlemen, this may have been the corker. There was nothing that looked even remotely interesting at this. Nothing.
Nope.
Oh my God, Sony. What are you doing? You're handing Microsoft a free pass. Some people were saying, oh, well, they don't have nothing but Halo Infinite, and that don't come out until later this year. Well, number one, we really don't know what Microsoft has, you know.
Oh.
Secondly, so, what the heck do you guys have?
Exactly. And one commenter said, well, what do you expect? This is not June or July for the E3. It's only February. Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury, Bravely Default 2, and Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, they say hello.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I'm tired, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, I'm tired of Sony and the PlayStation brand getting a free pass. No more. The Nintendo Switch is out, and it has the best lineup of games on the market. That's not an opinion, that is an FACT fact. I've never seen a system have this many great quality exclusives in the first 3 to 4 years of its life cycle. Never. Not even the Super Nintendo or PlayStation 2 or any of those other classic systems, no matter what you think of them, you know. Sony always does this, excuse me, and they've been able to get away with it. The first 2 years of their system suck. I mean, they suck bad. And then they start to get it going. But now with Nintendo at their peak, they can't do that now. A lot of fans are just flat out saying, well, I don't really care if the PlayStation 5 if I get one right now. This thing sucks.
Yeah. Even Sony fans are saying, you know what, we'll just stick with the PlayStation 4 in a couple of years, they'll buy a PS5. That's pathetic. That's sad that even Sony fans are saying that.
Yeah, and remember the wonderful little, but Nintendo ports are too pricey. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot. It's going to be $40 on the Switch and $60 on the PS5.
Exactly. And all you're paying for, you know, like Skyward Sword is just a graphical upgrade.
Yeah.
On Skyward Sword, you're only paying $60. On Final Fantasy VII, the remake, you're paying $200 to $300. You're like, what? The whole game, as a complete game, you're paying $200 to $300. Yeah, no special edition, just a bare bones edition.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing it. Was there anything good at the state of play? Yeah, this game called Kena. It looks really neat. It looks like a Breath of the Wild game, but just like Immortal proved, you can make a good version of that game.
But as they're called, the Sony ponies, the die-hard Sony fans won't buy it. They won't buy it because it's too original and different looking.
But not just that, it's going to be on the PS4 as well.
Yeah.
This is a major problem with the PlayStation right now, is the fact of this cross-gen. It's, you know, you were supposed to have third parties fill in the blanks on that.
Yeah.
Third parties were supposed to keep the PlayStation 4 fans happy, while the first parties were the ones that were supposed to pump out the games that got people to buy them. But with games like this, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War, why? Why should I pay $500 for this machine when I could get almost every single game that's worth getting on the PS4 as well? Sony is not convincing me to get a PlayStation 5. Nothing I've seen warrants that.
And you're like, well, the big games are coming. No, I don't want to hear it. Oh, and speaking of big games coming, maybe not coming, they just lost their biggest Japanese company, the Sony game that made Sony games for them. They closed it.
Yeah.
It's closed now. So, I mean, they're basically pretty much done in Japan. And the ripple effects are going to start showing.
Yeah, okay, that's enough of a rant. Let's get to the actual review.
Yeah.
I mean, there was Knockout City. Returnal, which looks okay. It's a rogue game. It's Metroid crossed with Hades. The only problem is, like, there's nothing really standoutish about it, and the art style looks really boring.
Yeah.
But the gameplay looks okay.
It looks okay.
Yeah.
There's the new Crash Bandicoot game, as we mentioned. It looks alright, but honestly, I think the Switch version does a better job because it was built from the ground up.
Yeah.
I think it does a better job than what the PS5 version does.
Yeah, I think they need to start doing what they're doing with the Switch, like Capcom and them are doing, like making specific engines. You know, they ported it over from the PlayStation 4 version, and some of the colors and stuff look muddy and mushed and washed out. You know. See, we also had Oddworld. I'm not an Oddworld fan myself.
No, I've never been a fan of those games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deathloop. It looks a little bit like Division. Not bad, you know, but again, that's coming to Xbox Series X. And what did they close with? Final Fantasy DLC.
Yeah.
And the only way, if you bought this game on the PlayStation 4, the only way to get the DLC, let me rephrase that, the DLC, is to get Final Fantasy 4 on the PlayStation 5. Yeah. So in other words, you're going to have to spend an extra $100.
Yep. For a non-complete version of the game.
Yeah.
If you want the complete version right now, you got to get it on mobile phone. Wow. What a chip.
Oh my god. So this is what you're going to have, Sony, to combat Mario Golf, Skyward Sword, Monster Hunter Rise, Pokemon Snap, and No More Heroes 3.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
And remember, folks, tomorrow there's a Pokemon Direct. Who knows what other games we're going to be getting for the rest of this year.
Yeah. My final score on this is a 2. Oh my god, this was horrible. It was absolutely a disaster.
I agree. I give it a 2 as well. I mean, this is my impersonation while I was watching the Stapelladia. The goggles, my eyes, they do nothing for them, they burn.
God, yeah. Well, okay, there's one really good thing about the state of play. I'll tell you what, somebody who's been suffering from insomnia for decades would be put to sleep watching this thing the first 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and you know what, for all you little crybags, the Nintendo Direct, this Nintendo Direct looks like Lord of the Rings compared to the PlayStation State.
Yeah.
At least they had great games, the Nintendo Direct did.
I mean, there was Project Triangle Strategy, Mario Golf, Skyward Sword, and Splatoon 3.
Exactly.
You know, you did get some new things and big announcements and stuff and had a nice flow. This was, I mean, I saw Obi-Wan play about, he yawned 4 times in 2 minutes. He got bored with it. I was like, dude, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, Sony, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And we just got news that some of Sony's big games are going to be delayed until 2022.
Yeah.
So really, the only thing they have this year pretty much is Ratchet and Clank.
Even I have to admit that looks unique. I'm just not a big fan of the Ratchet and Clank series, but I could see that being a system seller.
But it's just one game for the
Exactly.
whole year.
Let's just say Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. Forget it.
Yeah.
I don't care what else Sony has. It's going to get squashed by that game, Pokemon, and who knows what else Nintendo has for the rest of the year. And Microsoft's going to have Halo Infinite.
And what's really sad and scary, though, people are saying, yeah, Shawn, Ratchet and Clank. No one on the PlayStation fans seem interested. They said, we'll wait a couple of years to start buying games. Wait a couple of years. Well, what about Ratchet and Clank? Nobody seems to care about that game.
Ratchet and Clank is more of a cult following.
I know.
I kind of like it, but, you know, it's...
But when their big game for this year is a cult game, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Like I said, there are now people who are in agreement with us, what we've talked about. The PlayStation 5 should have been delayed by a year.
Yeah.
It should have been delayed. I mean, you know, this is the problem when you have no games.
There are no games on the system right now. it's pretty much a $500 doorstop.
That's all it is.
So, Shawn, what do you give it?
Like I said, I give it 2 out of 10 as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that Zelda-like game was not even Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're buying 5 hours of the game. Really, that's all it is. It's expanded into 30 hours, but you're only buying like a fourth of the game. It's not worth it. It's a waste.
Yeah.
That Zelda-like game is the only saving grace of this thing.
Kena.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that looked pretty neat. It did. I mean,
but like I said, Sony fans, you think they're going to buy that even on the PlayStation 4? They're going to look at that, we don't want this game. We want Grand Theft Auto. We want Call of Duty. I mean, God of War. They're not going to buy this game. Because it's such a unique and different and fun-looking game, they're not going to buy it.
I mean, just look at how well Dreams, Concrete Genie, and Gravity Rush did.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Sony don't buy it. The only reason they buy a lot of games is to keep it from coming to Nintendo.
Exactly.
That's the truth.
That is actually
That's the truth.
Yeah. But a lot of people aren't buying it anymore.
No.
Third-party games are doing better on the Switch a lot of times now.
Yep.
You know, shame on you, Sony. I know a lot of good people who are Sony fans who were devastated today.
Yeah.
Shame on you. You are letting these people down. I know Shawn and I like to mock the ponies, but we're not mocking the nice people who genuinely get a kick out of your system to go, yeah, like my Sony. Well, screw you, Sony, for letting them down. And now, we're going to do our sales pitch. This is me, Lynn Tackett.
This is Shawn.
And we would like for you to hit that subscribe button. I noticed that over 70% of the people who watch us aren't subscribed. Hey, what are you waiting for? It's free. Just hit that red subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when we're going to post another video. Please thumbs it up and comment if you like. And please join our Patreon. Patreon helps us get more money so we can do better videos with better equipment. And that's always better, you know. So we have social media that you can join. The links are in the description below. So thank you, everyone. Keep supporting Tackett and Tackett Entertainment.
And really quick, just before, if you do join our Patreon, you'll get little extra bonuses, like you'll get early access to episodes of Mr. Monkey, Mr. Hopper.
And who wouldn't want to miss that?
Yeah, I know. Bye, everybody.